Happy day to all students. This is your social class 8th standard. We are going to start a new lesson today. Human Rights and UNO from Civics, Unit 4. So objectives, learning objectives are to understand what human rights are. Okay. Next, understand the relationship between rights and responsibilities. Know the importance of rights, human rights. Okay. And next, understand that human rights belong to everybody. And last one is appreciate the meaning and significance of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. Okay, next. Now we are going to start introduction of this lesson. So what is introductions? Everybody is born equal, right? We all have equality. That is what we are going to learn in this lesson. So everybody is born equal. Okay. Each individual in the world has the right to lead a dignified life of his or her own choice. So everybody has to lead a dignified life, isn't it? மற்றவங்க எல்லாருமே இந்த நாட்டில் இந்த உலகத்தில் கௌரவமாக வாழணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு நினைக்கிறாங்க இல்லையா? நம்மளுடைய ஓன் சாய்ஸில் நம்ம வாழணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம். Okay, that is the meaning of this. Human rights are related to individuals and society. Human rights denotes all those rights that are inherent and ensure that we live as free people and exercise our choices. The state's role is to ensure that people have equal rights. So every state's role is what? In order to ensure that each and every people are having equal rights. Okay. Now we'll see what are human rights. So what are human rights? Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language and religion. What is human rights? Human rights are inherent to all human beings. We all have human rights. Okay, that is our right. What else we have what else are rights we have? Race we are having, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language and religion. We have rights to worship what kind of God we like. Okay, so we have rights to be a nationality in our India, right? Fine. Human rights include freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression and fair trial, and right to life, work and education. So where do human rights come from? Where do human rights come from? Yes, that is what we are going to see now. A set of basic rights and freedoms has deep roots in European and American countries. In European and American countries, a set of freedom is in deep roots. Okay, what are they? First one is written precursors of human rights documents. Okay, first point in that, the Magna Carta of 1215, that is England, gave people new rights and made the king subject to the law. Next, the Petition of Right, that is 1628 from England, it set out the rights of the people. And next, the Habeas Corpus Act of 1679 England, an act for the better securing liberty of the subject. Next, the English Bill of Rights of 1689 set out certain basic civil rights. And next one, the French Declaration on the Rights of Man and Citizen 1789, a document of France stating that all citizens are equal under the law. Next, the US Constitution and Bill of Rights 1791. What does it say? Safeguards the rights of the citizen. And next, B point. The birth of United Nations. The idea of human rights emerged stronger after the Second World War. This war led to unimaginable violation of human rights. During the times of war, human lives lost its value, and those affected by war had to struggle till the end of their life. Atrocities during the Second World War made clear that previous efforts to protect individual rights from government violation were inadequate. The rights of man were prevented or eliminated in several parts of the world due to several factors. It is proved that The government of some countries alone would not protect human rights. People wanted to ensure that never again would anyone be unjustly denied life, freedom, food, shelter, and nationality. These voices played a critical role in the San Francisco meeting, in which the United Nations Charter was drafted in 1945. At the juncture, an international body, the United Nations Organization, this UNO, which was established on 24th October 1945, looked up the issue. Human rights is an important theme in all UN policies and programs in the areas of peace and security, development, humanitarian assistance, and economic and social affairs. Next. Next, see the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. One of the greatest achievements of United Nations of the creation of human rights law. To advance this goal, the UN established a Commission on Human Rights. The Commission, guided by Eleanor Roosevelt, that is wife of former US President Franklin D. Roosevelt, that forceful leadership captured the world's attention. Finally, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is UDHR, was adopted by the UN General Assembly in the year 1948. It is a milestone document in the history of human rights. The declaration was proclaimed by the UN General Assembly in Paris, France on 10th December 1948. General Assembly Resolution 217A, Section A. Okay. In remembrance of every year, 10th December is observed as a Human Rights Day, and its regular observance commenced from 1950. So every year December 10th is observed as what? Human Rights Day. Okay. And it is also known as Modern International Magna Carta of Human Rights. Its principles have been incorporated into the constitutions of most of the nations. There is more than 185 nations. Okay. UDHR has been translated into more than 500 languages. It is the most translated document in the world. Next one is Cyrus cylinder. You can see the picture. That is 539 BC. Cyrus the Great, the first king of ancient Persia, freed the slaves and declared that all people had the right to choose their own religion, established racial equality. These and other decrees were recorded as a baked clay cylinder in the Akkadian language in cuneiform script. It is translated into all 6 official languages of the United Nations, and its provision parallel the first 4 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And next, human rights are based on the values of 3. What are they? Dignity, justice, and equality. What is dignity? The right to life, the right to integrity, the prohibition of enforced labor, slavery, and degrading punishment is called as what? Dignity. Next, justice, the right to fair trial, proportional punishment to crime, the right not to be trialed more than once for the same crime. Next, third one is equality. Equality before law, right? Everybody are equal before law. No discrimination on race, religion, gender, age, ability, and disability, etc. Next one is basic characteristics of human rights. First one is inherent, second one is fundamental. They are not granted by any person or authority. What is inherent? Okay. Next, fundamental. They are fundamental rights because without them, the life and dignity of man will be meaningless. Next one is inalienable. They cannot be taken away from the individual. Next one is indivisible. They can't be denied even when other rights have already been enjoyed. Universal. They are universal. They apply irrespective of one's origin or status. They are enforceable without national border. The last one is interdependent. They are interdependent because the fulfillment or exercise of one human right cannot be had without the realization of the other. factors. Human Rights Day is celebrated annually on 10th December every year. This is what we saw, right? It is to honor the United Nations General Assembly for declaring the human rights universally. Okay, children, we'll just stop up to this. Next class, we shall start from kinds of human rights. Thank you and take care.